bantamweight division, presented to you by OnlyFans, sanctioned by the Florida State Boxing Commission, Executive Director Patrick Cunningham. The three judges scoring our main event: James O'Connor, Alexander Levin, Frederick Flutie. And the third man inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Andrew Glenn. And now, with our bare knuckle fans watching live worldwide on the BKFC app from the sold-out Caribe Royale, fight fans of Orlando, it's time to knuckle. Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and gold. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 134.4 pounds. He holds an undefeated bare knuckle record at 1-0. Fighting out of Tampa, Florida, here is the revolutionary Gian And across the ring, his opponent, fighting on the blue corner. Tonight he wears gold and black. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. His official weight, 135.2 pounds. He is in possession of one of the greatest bare knuckle veterans records at 7 victories opposite 2 defeats. He is the current interim BKFC World Bantamweight Champion, fighting out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Here is Reggie Easy Educated Hands Barnett Jr.
Herrera said, "I'm going to continually make Reggie Barnett uncomfortable. I will do so through controlling the pace and imposing my will." Both fighters toe the line after scratch, round number 1. Gold trunks for Reggie Barnett, black trunks for Gian Herrera. Quick with the 1-2. And time called, accidental eye poke, Barnett down. Spotted immediately by referee Andrew Glenn.
Reggie started off with a great left hand right down the pipe.
Accidental eye poke. Barnett now has up to 5 minutes to recover.
There it was, just a little eye poke as Reggie came in.
What's known as a soft warning, given by referee Andrew Glenn to Gian Herrera. Just saying, watch your fingers. A hard warning would be next time it's a point. Glenn correctly determining no ill intent from Herrera. Again, Barnett could have taken up to 5 minutes. Took less than 60 seconds. Round number 1 resumes. 80 seconds remaining in the opening round. Short right hand. Now into the clinch. Overhand right from the clinch. Left hand on the exit from Herrera. Herrera now coming forward. Snap jab, right jab, coming from Barnett from the southpaw stance. To the inside. Barnett looking for the hand traps. Call and break now from Glenn.
Seemed like there was a lot of action going on in that clinch right there.
You heard Glenn telling Herrera to watch his head, telling Barnett to keep it clean. 40 seconds remaining. Round number 1 of our main event. We're in the bantamweight division. Barnett Jr. claiming he was poked in the eye for a second time, and for a second time in round number 1, referee Andrew Glenn calls time. Here come the boos.
Like to see that one again, not sure exactly what happened there.
Listen, man. Both of you got to keep your hands closed. You got to keep... Stop. You have to keep your hands closed.
Again, Barnett can take up to 5 minutes.
All right. Here we go. Time in. Knuckle up.
Mouthpiece in. Timing called by Andrew Glenn. Time called twice here in round number 1 by Glenn. 2 accidental eye pokes by Herrera. There's the left hand from Barnett on the 2.
And Reggie just lands that 2 at will right now. Herrera's got to do something about it. He's got to start moving his head.
Swirl is a slip. Right back to it. Final seconds, round number 1. Barnett on the right hand. Next up, round 2.
Let's see if Reggie can get that eye feel better. Yep, you can tell right there. Herrera just picked that thumb right in Reggie Barnett's eye with that left hand.
That is one. He's just a cut man.
Herrera has got to do something. Has got to do something to deal with that straight left coming out of the pipe. Just right there, you keep seeing it happen. He landed it several times with Reggie Barnett. Herrera's got to utilize some head movement.
You understand? Now that they're in the office, just keep working.
He looks like he's a step slower right now than Reggie Barnett. Reggie can throw those punches at will.
But work the body, then go up to the head. Está bien? Let's go, baby. It's your day, bro. It's your day, okay?
Let's go. Start working the jab. Let's go.
Round number 2. Barnett starts round number 2 by pumping the jab. Herrera starts round number 2 with forward pressure. Herrera pulling back to the right hand. Overhand right on the lead from Barnett. 3-punch combination. Barnett then lands the left hand. Herrera still coming forward, walking through those punches.
But Barnett doing a great job of eluding his opponent's punches and coming back with punches of his own.
Barnett exploding forward, lands the right hand. Andrew Glenn telling both fighters, keep your fists closed. Stiff right jab and another right jab by Barnett Jr. as he circles out and a 3rd jab. Still Herrera comes forward, straight 1-2.
I mean, Barnett's landing position is going to be huge right now. He just continues to land at will right there.
These are 2 extremely talented fighters, and there's a big right hand from Barnett. You see the technique, you see the speed, you see the timing from both Barnett and Herrera.
Barnett just showing right now why he's had 10 fights in this organization. He's just extremely skilled right now.
Barnett starting to find a home for his jab from the southpaw stance here in round number 2. Big left hand. Now the uppercut from the halftime from Herrera. Barnett with his back turned. Called break from Andrew Glenn. Barnett has worked a lot on hand traps, but there's a line between a hand trap and actually grabbing the wrist. And that's what Andrew Glenn just warned Barnett about, grabbing the wrist. The hand trap is almost a push down and a parry. Final seconds, round number 2. She just heard the 10-second clap. It's sold out here at Kareem Royale in Orlando. It is loud. There is the bell.
And Reggie just keeps on rolling, just looking phenomenal out there. He's avoiding his opponent's punches and coming back with punches of his own.
Listen, you're using too much movement. You're moving the wrong way. You got it? All right. You've got to keep your hands
So
up.
a hand trap, you can push down your opponent's hand. You cannot legally grab the wrist under this unified bare knuckle fighting rule set.
A little bit of an armbar attempt right there. Look at that, just 3 punches thrown right there. A couple of them landed. Just continue to throw at his opponent. And Herrera's not able to fire back right there.
Okay? Clinch his ass and fucking fight him on the inside. That's where you're gonna be at.
See the cut?
You're getting too close. You're not keeping your distance, okay?
Left eyelid.
Keep your distance. You got
And hands up, hands up.
Good advice right there from the corner of Herrera, saying he's got to get inside because he's getting picked apart on the outside.
Reggie Barnett's father, who's his chief second, Reggie Barnett Sr., an outstanding and pedigreed amateur boxing coach just yelling to his son before the start of round 3, hands up, hands up. Herrera coming forward. There's the naked 2 with the rear left hand from Barnett. To the inside, Herrera back to the outside. Still you see the stalking forward movement of Herrera. 1-2 from Barnett, 1-2 to the body now from Reggie Barnett Jr.
Barnett doing what we talked about, controlling that distance, fighting when he wants to, and that's it.
Snap jab from Gian Herrera. 1:15 remaining round 3, time called, now peace out. Andrew Glenn misses nothing.
Time in. Knuckle.
Herrera again coming forward. Barnett to the body. Barnett was looking for the hand grab there. You saw Herrera look to Glenn.
Barnett just so difficult. First of all, he's moving a lot. You just never know when he's going to come in, when he's going to go out.
Good combination from Barnett. Herrera resets again, looking for it. Level change from Barnett. Ducks him to the left hook. Right hand from Barnett as he circles out.
I mean, Herrera's as tough as nails, so he keeps taking clean shots. It doesn't look like it bothers him at all right now.
25 seconds remaining, round 3. Barnett starting to land to the head of Gian Herrera with increasing consistency. You saw it in round 2, you're seeing more in round 3, and still Herrera walking through these big punches. Final shots of the 3rd round. Herrera off the 1. Herrera on the 1-2. Gian Herrera to the inside. There's the bell. We move to round 4.
And so just like our keys to victory right now, Reggie being very smart. He's not getting greedy. He's landing a couple of punches and he's moving. He's just placing, he's going to the next side. He's pushing the point around. He's not standing in front of him and landing, trying to throw 5-punch combinations. He's landing 2 or 3 in the movement.
Sit down.
There you see Reggie Barnett Sr.
You're touching him, but you keep. Why are you going near the rope? You don't have to. You don't have to get near the rope. You're already touching him. He's slow as hell. He cannot catch you. All right, we're in the 4th round. Keep working like that. You understand? I don't care about a knockout.
This is what you do. One more water here.
Cuando él tire y tú puedes entrar, siente que debajo del clinch. El clinch está mucho superior al de él. Entra en el clinch, ¿ok? Pero no te quedes cuando te tire, cambia, oye, así como si nada. No te quedes parado como si nada.
You can hear right there Reggie Barnett's coaching to him. He's slow. He's not fast enough for you. Don't go to the rope. Stay outside and beat him up.
To the business end of our main event, round number 4. 1-2 from Gian Herrera. Barnett just missing with the overhand right. Now it's Herrera saying he took the eye poke. Time called by Andrew Glenn. 3rd occasion in this fight when Glenn has called time for an accidental finger to the eye. Twice to Barnett, and now here to Herrera in the start of round 4.
Keep him close. All right, here we go. Time in. Now close.
Time in, right back to it.
I think that might have been a knuckle move. I didn't see the finger poke.
Snapping jab from Barnett. 1:25 remaining, round 4.
Total strikes right here. You can just see, geez, what a dominant performance right there. Barnett throwing a lot more and landing a lot more.
A moment ago, you heard Andrew Glenn tell both fighters watch the feet, but again, you're seeing a very fast ortho fighter and a very fast southpaw fighter. That's going to happen. Feet will get stepped on.
You don't see that dropping out. Reggie dropped his mouthpiece, caught it, and put it back in before his opponent was able to punch him.
Herrera now the level change. Walks through that right hand. Gian Herrera keeps coming forward. Herrera on the feint. Jamming the circle out from Barnett. 30 seconds remaining, round 4. 1-2 from Barnett. And the naked 2 with the rear left hand. Herrera continues to walk through big shots, Chris.
Continuing to take punches, but I mean, what a masterful performance right now for Reggie Barnett. In and out, he feels like he's in control the entire time. Sees everything coming, punches when he wants to, moves, avoids his opponent's punches.
Andrew Glenn acknowledges the 10-second clock. Closing stages, round number 4. There's a clean right hand from Barnett just before the bell as we move to the 5th and final round.
And Sean, it just appears that Reggie Barnett picked up right where he left off his last fight.
Lorenzo Hunt. You also see Joey Beltran. There's Francesco Ricci.
It was a water.
That jab and that 2 in there. Every time you hear me say check, it's either check 2 or check 3. He's wide open. All right, last round.
Championship match.
You got to drop her down. Put it together, all or nothing, Bo. All or nothing now.
Fifth
Step back
and
toward the
final
line.
round.
Let's keep it clean. This is it. Knuckle up.
Just announced by our colleague, Brian Sosha, Reggie Barnett Jr., Gian Herrera at 135 pounds.
And this is the last round. Herrera has to know that he's got to get inside and throw hard punches right now. He cannot let Reggie dictate the pace. He's got to come forward. Got to come forward, but man, when he does that, Reggie just continues to move very difficult.
Barnett to the body, that was clever. Barnett, you see the flurry to the head. Still Herrera comes forward, jab to the body. Barnett couldn't get that hook through the 1-2. See the swelling under both of Herrera's eyes. Barnett, flash combination there with the 1-2. Barnett has continually landed, and to his credit, Gian Herrera has continually come forward.
Herrera's just not being able to get off first. Reggie Barnett decides when and where the fight's going to happen. He's outside, he comes in, throws a couple punches, and moves.
Reggie Barnett Jr. has talked to us about his evolution as a bare-knuckle fighter from BKFC 1, June 2nd, 2018. To tonight here at BKFC 32, this is 10th bout in the sport, in the promotion, and we're seeing that evolution in full display. Good left hand from Barnett. 25 seconds remaining in our main event. Herrera with the head movement. Flick jab from Barnett. Shovel hook to the body from Reggie Barnett Jr. First drive of this fight now. Herrera still trying to cut off the ring. Into the clinch. Half-tie punt from Herrera. That is the end of the fight.
Dominant performance right there for Reggie Barnett. You can see the frustration in Herrera right there. Couldn't ever get to him. Couldn't grab his opponent. Couldn't get in close. Couldn't land the first punch. Couldn't get off.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 rounds, all 3 judges at ringside are in agreement at 50-45 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Reggie Easy Educated Hands Barnett Jr.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Watch every live Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship pay-per-view event for $7.99 a month. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live Bare Knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents BKFC 39 March 24th with 2 world title fights. In the main event, the educated hands of Reggie Barnett hold the championship, but Daniel Alvarez is ready to knuckle up and call the title his own. The co-main event is full of bad blood with gold on the line as champion Britain Hart fights a warrior hungry for her first world title, Jenny Savage. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
At 125 pounds, J.R. Ridge versus Daniel Alvarez.
And what you see here, Sean, what jumps out is a 4-inch reach, 4-inch height advantage for Daniel Alvarez. He's going to want to utilize that against J.R. Ridge. J.R.'s going to want to have to come inside and land those punches. Alvarez is going to have to make him pay every time he does.
Hello, hello, hello! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the magnificent Carib Royale Orlando, Florida! And welcome to the most exciting combat sport on planet Earth today, live worldwide on Bare Knuckle TV. This is BKFC 25! And we are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the flyweight division, presented to you by Crescent Tools. Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears brown and gold. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His official weight, 129.9 pounds. He holds an MMA record of 2 fights, and tonight makes his bare knuckle debut. Fighting out of Imperial Valley, California, here is Daniel Alvarez. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight, he wears white and black. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, an even 125 pounds. He is undefeated in the squared circle at 1-0. Fighting out of Clearwater, Florida, by way of Angeles, the Philippines. Here is J.R. the and our referee in charge of the action, Chris Young.
This and all bouts are scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. Tonight's 3 judges have been assigned by the Florida Athletic Commission, headed by Patrick Cunningham and Tim Shipman. Daniel Alvarez said, I think J.R. Ridge is going to sit back, be patient, wait for opportunities. I am not going to give him any opportunities. Round number 1, white and black trunks for J.R. Ridge. Brown trunks for Daniel Alvarez. Alvarez, immediate feints. There's the jab, right hand, counter left hand by J.R. Ridge that sends Alvarez back. See the immediate hand speed from both men, Chris.
Absolutely, that's what you get when you get in this weight class, speed.
Now it's Ridge coming forward, overhand right. Lead left hook, misses badly from Alvarez. See the feints. Ridge trying to get Alvarez to react. 40 seconds gone, round number 1. Overhand right on the entry, just off the mark from J.R. Ridge.
And I really like how Ridge comes in with that double jab, that push off the back foot, really explodes in with that right hand.
Hook to the body. Smear of blood on the face of J.R. Ridge. Snap jab from Alvarez on the counter. Overhand right from Ridge.
Let's go, J.R. In and out.
To the body goes J.R. Ridge. Alvarez missing the return to the head.
Alvarez has that reach advantage, but it's really negated right now by the way Ridge pushes off that back foot, gets inside, and lands heavy punches, throws heavy punches.
Good left hook again from Alvarez.
Be patient, J.R. Wait for it.
You'd like to see Alvarez really popping that jab out there and try and counter that, wait for that explosion to come in. If you can get Ridge coming in, exploding in, you can hit him with something that's going to be double the damage.
Alvarez dropping his hands, trying to get Ridge to open up. A long jab again from Daniel Alvarez. Now 20 seconds remaining, round number 1 of this flyweight bout. Overhand right again off the left hand from J.R. Ridge from the entry.
Like Ridge might have a cut over his eye as well. Maybe that's all coming from the same foot, I'm not sure.
Overhand right now to the entry. Alvarez turns, Ridge to the body, back to the center circle. There is confirmation the second round is upon us. Both fighters 36 inches apart, both men up to scratch. J.R. Ridge versus Daniel Alvarez. To round two we go. See the footwork, the bounce and the step of both fighters. Big overhand right, didn't fully land from Alvarez.
He can't turn his head, so hit him again.
Hands high and tight for J.R. Ridge. Slightly more open striking guard for Daniel Alvarez. Left hand lands partially from Ridge.
Don't let him draw you in, though. Don't let him
Alvarez suddenly waving Ridge forward.
There we go. Feint and go.
Alvarez really not wanting to get off first right now. It seems like he's continuing to wait to counter. He's waiting for Ridge to come in and try and throw hooks.
Go back to what J.R. Ridge said in our fighter meeting. Strategic entries, strategic exits.
I see blood coming out of Ridge's mouth. I feel like every time he gets hit, he's getting cut open.
Smile on the face of Daniel Alvarez, then the jab.
There we go.
Not quite clowning from Alvarez to Ridge, but a bit of playfulness, dropping his hands. Walk forward pressure now from Alvarez. See the feint on the level change from Ridge. Jab again from Daniel Alvarez.
Yep.
1-2 missing from Alvarez.
Two body.
Two not there, and the counter from Alvarez on the left hook. Blood now coming from the mouth of J.R. Ridge, who was cut outside of his right brow, round number one.
Let's go, throw a little bit.
Alvarez pulling back that right hand.
There it is. Cut him off.
They're doing a good job of blocking those punches. He needs to fire back immediately as soon as Alvarez lands that or hits him. He needs to come back with the punch.
There we go. Out of range. Again, 1-2.
Alvarez starting to find his range with those long straight punches, the ones and the twos from distance.
The problem is right now, I'm seeing Alvarez has that mouth wide open. You got to be very careful. That bite down on that mouth. If you get hit in the jaw with that, that's a sure way to break the jaw.
Ridge still clear-eyed, looking for the entry and the overhand right, pulled it back. Very intriguing fight, very even. J.R. Ridge versus Daniel Alvarez. To round three we go.
These guys are so fast and so technically sound, it's going to be very difficult. Each guy knows if they go get in there and get wild, or don't cover up, or don't just go out there and try and throw bombs, they are going to get countered and they're going to get hurt. So that's what makes it a very basic fight.
So, fuck your hand right now. All right? Fuck it. Yep, breathe. You're winning this fight. All right? You got 3 more rounds. I want you to set up this right hand.
Ridge is going to have to really do what he did in that first round and push off that back foot, put inside, and then throw 2-3-punch combination. Alvarez, I'd like to see him getting off first a little more with that jab and trying to time, waiting, almost baiting J.R. Ridge to come in and then throwing the uppercut, the 2, the 3. It's that jab we talked about. He's got the length he might as well utilize. I think he's got a 4-edge reach advantage. Just continue to pop that jab out there. Throw it in Ridge's face.
And again, as Ridge talked to us about strategic entries and exits, Alvarez talked to us about feints, footworks, and angles.
There we go, Dan.
Round number 3, sporting touch of hands, right back to it.
Yep, touch and go.
Feint on the jab from Ridge.
Let's go, J.R. Touch, go.
Again. Combo. Touch, combo. There it is. Yeah.
Loosen up, JR. Relax. Come down
there,
the center.
right there. Yeah.
Lead left hook.
That check hook
Left
again.
hand
Let's
misses
go.
from J.R. Ridge.
And you can tell right now the distance is becoming a problem right there, that range. Ridge is not able to get inside. He's just throwing punches from farther out.
Set up that 10.
Snap jab again from Alvarez.
So we talk a lot about not only having that reach, but being able to utilize that reach.
Jab again from Alvarez. Ridge looking for the entry. Circling outside. Naked right hand, another right hand. 2-3 now thrown by Alvarez. Alvarez picking up the pressure here in round 3, and a counter left hand by Ridge.
You can tell something bothered the eye of Ridge right now. He continues that left eye, or that right eye, I should say.
50 seconds remaining in the third round. Naked right hand that time by J.R. Ridge. No jab setup.
There we go, D. Yeah, feel it.
You have the hand speed of these fighters. You don't need to throw the jab before you throw the two.
Very dangerous punch, but very effective.
He's waiting for you. He's waiting for you.
More of a every now and again. You can't do it too many times. You can't go the way with that punch.
Let's go. You be first,
You need the jab.
Back to the jab for Alvarez.
Jab, slide, jab. Touch and go.
Now 25 seconds to go in the third round. The fighters resetting in the center circle.
You're good.
Big swing and a miss. A hook to the body from Ridge.
There we go. Good hit.
Both fighters very elusive, Chris. Both fighters tough to hit flush.
10 seconds, Sam. Go.
Long jab again from Alvarez. There's the two.
Alvarez doing a very good job right now, keeping the fight where he wants it, fighting in his range, making it difficult for Ridge to land anything.
We will move to round 4.
Hey, you got 2 more rounds.
Ridge is going to have to figure out that distance. I feel like the best thing he's done, there's several ways you can do that, Sean. Head movement, slip punches, and come back.
Come
down low, come over the overhand. Body, overhand.
He's tired. He's winded and he's waiting for you and he's hurt. Okay? So be smart, keep your hands up, do the same thing you're doing, but when he starts to kind of slow down, keep him in the corner and beat him up a little bit. Okay? He can't see out of his right eye. He can't. He's not doing too good, brother. So hey, look it. He touched him in the eye. You don't have to hit him hard. Just touch him, and then set up that right hand. All right? Touch him. Yeah, 2 rounds now.
2 rounds to go. Okay? Be smart with that jab. When you come in, think high, low, high, low, high, low. Okay? He's gonna throw that big hook though. Mouth guard.
To round number 4 we go. Very fast, very technical through the opening 3 rounds between J.R. Ridge and Daniel Alvarez.
I really like what we heard from the corner of Alvarez. It's saying just touch him. You don't have to really throw hard. You're going to hit him in those eyes, and it's going to give him a problem.
Just like that, Daniel. Jab out,
See those long jabs by Alvarez. He's really establishing that punch.
Again.
And from Ridge. There's the jab again.
Come on, jab. Again.
Straight punches, Chris, keeping Ridge outside. And he does not want to be outside, standing 5'4" to Alvarez's 5'8".
And that reach advantage, too. You cannot hit your opponent if you can't get inside on him.
Don't wait, bud.
We just said, if you know how to use that range, you have that length, that reach, that's a huge advantage. If you get inside and take it away, it doesn't make any sense, but a lot of fighters do that.
Alvarez tangling his own feet, resetting off of the jab. With 5 remaining, round number 4, there's the right hand. Suddenly J.R. Ridge playing a lot of defense here in the 4th round.
He's definitely cut open again, so I can see the blood flowing.
There's the right hand. Ridge looking to counter. Again, a smear of blood on his face.
The blood is bothering his eye, too. He really needs to get inside, push off that back foot, double jab his way, and throw some bombs. He's in trouble right now.
And down goes J.R. Ridge on the right hook.
And I don't know if that's just a problem of him not being able to see that well. You can tell it's bothering.
Up at 9. Time called by referee Christopher Young. We're going to see the Chief Medical Officer of BKFC, Dr. Don Musi, to assess that cut. And specifically assess the right eye of J.R. Ridge.
Looks like it's right on the eyelid. They're going to stop it.
Lid cut, and indeed, there is the medical stoppage and the win for Daniel Alvarez.
On ringside, physician steps in and calls a stop to this fight at 1 minute 37 seconds into round number 4 for your winner by TKO, Daniel Alvarez.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Watch every live bare knuckle fighting championship pay-per-view event for $7.99 a month. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents BKFC 39, March 24th, with 2 world title fights. In the main event, the educated hands of Reggie Barnett hold the championship, but Daniel Alvarez is ready to knuckle up and call the title his own. The co-main event is full of bad blood, with gold on the line, as champion Britain Hart fights a warrior hungry for her first world title, Jenny Savage. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
Britain Hart versus Segala. To the winner goes the BKFC inaugural Women's 115-pound championship.
And the main thing here, Sean, is the Britain Hart's 3-inch reach advantage. He's going to utilize that. He wants to stay outside, make Segala pay every time Segala steps forward, which he wants to do to get inside, make her pay, and then move, reset, and punch her again.
We are now set for the scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds for the inaugural BKFC Women's World Strawweight Championship. Presented to you by OnlyFans. Tonight's main event is regulated by the Nebraska State Athletic Commission Executive Director Brian Dunn. The 3 judges scoring our championship main event: Jamie St. Marks, Mike McCalman, Gabriel Yellow Owl. And the third person inside the squared circle, our referee in charge of the action at the bell, Big Dan Mergliata. And now, with our bare knuckle fans watching live worldwide on the BKFC app from the sold-out Four Seasons Arena, fight fans of Great Falls, it's time to knuckle up! Introducing you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight she wears black and gold. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. Her official weight, an even 115 pounds. She is a bare knuckle veteran of 4 fights. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of Rancho Cucamonga, California, here is Charissa, the bare knuckle sweetheart, Segala. And across the ring, her opponent, fighting out the blue corner. Tonight she wears white and gold. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. Her official weight, a fight-ready 113.6 pounds. Her bare knuckle record stands at 5 victories opposite 3 defeats. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Danville, Virginia, here is Britain 9.0.
Christine Ferreira watching at home, no doubt, in Las Vegas, is BKFC's dominant women's 125-pound world champion. The winner of this bout becomes the first ever BKFC women's 115-pound world champion. The bell, round number 1. White trunks for Britain Hart, black trunks for Charissa Segala. Stiff jab from Britain Hart. Segala, you see the head movement, looking to come to the inside. Back to the outside. Hart now to the inside, lands a right hand. That backs off Segala. Hart, big body shots. Short right hands right back from Segala. Active in the clinch. Britain Hart continuing to throw, being allowed by Mergliata. High elbow, now there's the separation.
And Sean, Britt is very technical, like she talks about. She's developed that, but she's still a dog. When she gets inside, she will continue to come at you with hard punches.
Feint That's 1-2. Hart pulled back to 1 to throw the 2. That was clever. 65 seconds remaining, round number 1 of our main event. Rear right uppercut, another right hand. Now right hands to the body from Hart. Good sequence. That backs off Segala.
And that's really what brings you her best work right now. Just coming in, overwhelming her opponent even closer. She's not even utilizing that reach. When she gets in, she's just being tough. She's making a dirty fight.
Segala looking to reset in the center circle. Entry again from Britain Hart, using full length and range from the outside to the in. Segala over the head, but taking those big shots down the separation. Swelling already around Segala's left eye. See the walk down from Britain Hart. 20 seconds remaining, round number 1. There's the left hand.
We talked about Segala needs to push off and get inside. It's not her who's doing it. It's Britain Hart who's pushing off and coming in with hard punches.
Step in right hand. Big opening round for Britain Hart in our main event title fight. Huge right hand lands from Hart. That backs off Segala just before the bell that ends round number 1.
Dominant round right there for Britain Hart. She came forward the whole time. She landed dirty punches on the inside. She pretty much did everything she wanted to in that exchange.
You just saw Joey Beltran, the husband of Britain Hart, working in her corner. He, of course, is the former BKFC heavyweight world champion.
You're smothering yourself a little bit too much. So use your jab as a rangefinder to the hip. Straight fucking control.
Segala's going to have to work on getting inside and clinching up and actually throwing punches when she is on the inside. But getting inside, they're kind of Britain Hart doing all the work in there. So Segala's got to let those punches go. She's got to try to get that time and then push her opponent's head down.
Joe Watterson in the corner of Sharisa Segala.
Segala's taking this fight very seriously. She went to a very good camp, as you can see there. She got Joe Watterson in her corner right there. Segala cannot continue to let Britain Hart determine winning where the fight happens. That's going to be her job. Dodge punches, get inside, push Britain Hart around.
Round number 2. Segala, you can see, looking for the level change entry. Staying long off of the jab. There's the right hand.
No surprise there. All 3 judges gave that 10-9 for Britain Hart right there.
Hard step in right hand.
He's doing a real good job throwing that couple jabs and coming in with that right hand.
At this point, Hart has been masterful on the entry outside the inside. Segala looking for the double jab right to the body. Big swings left hook from Hart. Segala's just simply being outstruck right now, Chris.
I mean, Hart is just relentless when she continues to throw punches at you from different angles, odd places. You think you dodge a couple and 2 more come.
Segala again looking to duck her head, looking to get to the inside.
She's doing a good job with some head movement, but she's not getting in to do anything afterwards. She needs to push off that back foot and throw the heavy punches we talked about. Uppercuts, 2s, 3s. Look at, I mean, Britain Hart's almost 2-1 with the number of punches being thrown and landed. In the clinch right there, it's very, very one-sided. I mean, Segala's landing at a great percentage, but Britt's almost perfect too. They're both landing very, very much when they get inside and clinch.
Segala off the entry jab, trying to come to the inside. Segala now cut outside of her left brow. Duck under. Better defense, better elusiveness from Sharisa Segala. 15 seconds remaining, round number 2. Hard her face clean, staying on the outside, eludes that right to the body. Segala trying to get her jab going. There's the jab again. 1-2, then the hook from Britain Hart just before the bell that ends the second round.
Another very good round for Hart right there. She seems to be in complete control right now. Segala having a couple cuts, different parts right there. You can see a pretty nasty cut over her right eye. She's kind of standing in her opponent's range and not her. She's standing right where Britain Hart can hit her and she cannot fire back. So she needs to really push off that back foot. Come underneath with that head movement, get inside to where she can land heavy punches on Britain Hart. There's just that volume we keep talking about Britain Hart. She throws one punch, she throws two punches, keeps throwing punches at you. Even when you do a good job of blocking or dodging or moving, there's more coming at you the entire time.
And Murgliata putting both fighters up to scratch. Round number 3. And you see Segala trying to close the distance off of the jab.
Once again, Britain Hart, 10-9, no surprise there.
So 2018, 2 rounds to 0 in favor of Britain Hart. Segala again committed to the jab, looking for the entry. She's just having a real difficulty to this point, solving the long straight punches of Britain Hart. 30 seconds remaining, round 3.
Trying to throw jabs with her, but she needs it. Once he ducks under these punches, come back with power shots. That's going to be her only chance right now because she's just getting picked apart from the outside.
Segala ever game to the surprise of no one. Segala absolutely as game as anyone on the BKFC roster. There's the right hand, left hook. Segala to the inside. That's a big left hand and another from Britain Hart.
I said Britain Hart just keeps throwing punches at all times, makes it very difficult. Even when you dodge a couple, you think you can come back with something. No, because another left hand is in the face.
Hart on the pullback. Winning that jab of Charissa Segala. And the entry right back out. Segala still looking for a way in.
Oh, great counter work by Britain Hart right there. His hands are so accurate where she wants him to go.
Hart said she wanted to showcase ring generalship. She wanted to be technical. Check and check to this point in the fight. We are through 3 rounds.
And Segala is doing some very good things right there, Sean. She's dodging punches, she's moving, she's being elusive. But the problem is when you dodge 4 punches but 6 come, that's no good. And that's when you look at her face, she's cut, she's bleeding because she's doing a very good job sometimes, but she can't block them all. She has to, when she blocks or dodges a couple punches, she's got to immediately throw back with some power. She's not doing that right now.
She's going, when you're walking her down, she's doing this. So just come to the hip, straight to it. What you're doing, through your nose.
No surprise there, Sean. Britain Hart winning another one, 10-9. Puts her up 3 rounds to 0. 30-27.
See Ryan Perez, one of the best trainers at BKFC.
We're pitching a shout out.
Best here tonight.
I'm going to get more involved here. You don't, right? You're getting close. All right, let her go, James. Let her go. Okay, let her go. All right.
The affirmative from Dr. Don Musi. Looking at the right eye of Charissa Segala. We are set for round 4 of our main event. Into the winner is the BKFC inaugural women's strawweight title. Charissa Segala has a plan B, Chris. She needs to implement it right now.
Absolutely. Plan A hasn't been working for her so far, so that is a good thing when you have just brawl as your plan B. That can be utilized right now. You have to make this a dirty, nasty, ugly fight. She's got to get in there and just start throwing punches, trading.
Shovel uppercut from Britain Hart. Continuing to stay fluid on the outside, lands the right hand.
Just a huge favor for Britain Hart as far as total punches, head punches, everything. She's just dominating in all categories right now.
Segala, she's definitely shown some good elusiveness, some good head movement. But to your point earlier, Chris, when she's eluding, she's not firing back, but she lands that left hand.
Yeah, she's doing the hard work. She's avoiding the punch, but you got to come back with the punch to capitalize on that.
Right to the body from Segala. Now to the body with the right hand. 45 seconds remaining, round 4. There's the jab, the hook, the jab right back from Britain Hart. Quadrupling the jab, Britain Hart just keeping Charissa Segala on the outside. Hard front shoulder now, bladed stance from Britain Hart. Left hand, right hand. Jab again from Britain Hart. Segala, to her credit, so determined to get to the inside, she's just not finding the entry.
Yeah, Britain Hart's making it very difficult by moving along and continuing with throw punches.
We move to the 5th and final round.
And at this point, Segala needs a knockout. She's not going to be able to do it on point. She's not going to be able to knock her opponent down 4 times in 1 round. So she's going to have to get the knockout. She needs to work inside and throw some heavy punches. She's not going to be able to throw jabs and get a knockout here. She's got to work her way inside with a jab, push off that back foot, throw the overhand right, throw the left hook.
To the body left hook. Okay, that's it. Jab spear to the body left hook. Great round. Great round. Deep breaths. Slow your heart down.
Britain, please train her. Please train her. You win all the rounds, Anonymous. All the rounds is yours.
No surprise right here, Britain Hart.
Listen what I tell you.
Massive, insurmountable lead here.
There all day. Right?
4 rounds to 0.
Perfect. Perfect fight. All right, so down.
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship fans, are you ready for the 5th and final round?
Brian Soshin, great voice, as expected. Sporting touch of hands to infinitely likable people, to extremely talented fighters. Britain Hart, Charissa Segala. 5th and final round of our main event. There's the left hook from Britain Hart. Segala, ever determined, knows that she's down 4-0.
Segala is coming back with heavy punches, but so is Britt. I mean, Britt knows that she's up 4-0. Doesn't matter to her. She still wants his KO.
Right to the body. There's the jab right back from Segala. The myth that if real-time scoring were implemented, that the fighter with the insurmountable lead would run, would be passive, would be timid, would occur, that's completely been put to bed. It does not happen.
We haven't seen that, Sean. It's been quite the opposite. I feel like people get more emboldened, more empowered, like I'm dominating this fight, just keep doing what I'm doing. And they even say, I want to get this knockout. I don't want to win this. And that's what we've seen.
Golden indeed is Britain Hart.
Working the body right there.
Segala missing with that step-in right hand. Hart pushing forward, off the jab. Segala, the level change, the roll under, but again, she cannot fire. There's a naked right hand, and that lands from Hart, turns the head of Charissa Segala. 35 seconds remaining in our main event. Hand from Segala.
She's out there, she's throwing, she's trying to do her best, but she's not able to get inside and land big punches. Every time she tries to, she just gets beaten to the punch by Britain Hart. She's throwing 3 to 4 punches, it seems like, every time that she all tries to throw a combination.
Stretch drive now. Hart knows the victory, knows the title is hers. Left hand from Segala. Segala still coming forward to the bell. That is the end of our main event.
A lot of heart showed by Segala right there. A lot of technique showed by Britain Hart right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 championship rounds, our judges at ringside are all in agreement at 50-45 for your winner by unanimous decision. New undisputed BKFC World Strawweight Champion, Britain 10.0 Hart.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Watch every live bare knuckle fighting championship pay-per-view event for $7.99 a month. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents BKFC 39, March 24th, with 2 world title fights. In the main event, the educated hands of Reggie Barnett hold the championship, but Daniel Alvarez is ready to knuckle up and call the title his own. The co-main event is full of bad blood, with gold on the line, as champion Britain Hart fights a warrior hungry for her first world title, Jenny Savage. Watch it live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
On the mouth of Chesapeake Bay, Norfolk, Virginia is known for the world's largest naval base and beautiful nature, but tonight, Norfolk and the state of Virginia have opened its doors to the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, and Tidewater will never be the same. We start this historic event with our preview. 2 great fights to set the tone for the whole evening. In our co-main event, Virginia's own Britain Hart defends her Strawweight championship for the very first time against bitter rival Jenny Savage. And in the main event, bantamweight champion Reggie Barnett Jr. has been waiting his whole career to show the people of coastal Virginia what he does in person. Now he does it against the dangerous rising star, Daniel Alvarez. And welcome to the historic scope here in Norfolk for BKFC 39, as we have the baddest athletes on the planet here in Norfolk, and it is going to be a whole lot of fun, folks. What a card we have for you from top to bottom. And of course, you know we start every event with the preview, where we give you a little taste of what's to come here on our main card, our co-main event, and of course, our incredible main event. You're seeing this on all your social media, but if you want to see the rest, you got to go right to the BKFC app. That's right, you go to the app, you get the entire event. Obviously, that means the incredible co-main event and main event, but you're gonna get all of our past events. You're gonna get BKFC 38 on April 21st, and you're gonna get BKFC 40 on April 22nd, all for $7.99. It's the best deal in all of combat sports. It's right on the BKFC app, which you can get on your phone, on your TV, on your streaming box, on your computer. Plenty of ways to catch all the action. And as we talked about, BKFC 38, that was gonna be just last weekend. That got moved to April 21st due to unforeseen circumstances there, right there on our location. But we're happy to let you know that's going to be at the Seminole Hard Rock. It's going to be April 21st. All those fighters are going to be back right on the card, except for, of course, Daniel Alvarez, who you're going to see in your main event tonight. Woo! That's a lot to be said. That being said, folks, let's go ahead and take it down to our awesome commentary team. We got Sean Wheelock and Chris Lytle. Now, Sean, Reggie Barnett has made serious impact in this organization since the very first event, BKFC 1, and now he gets to showcase it right here in his backyard.
And this is very meaningful, very important to Reggie Barnett Jr. His BKFC debut in his home state of Virginia, bout number 11 overall in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for Barnett. He has been outstanding, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters on the BKFC roster. 8 wins, the 135-pound title. He faces in our main event Daniel Alvarez, who comes in 1-0 in BKFC. Add in professional boxing, add in professional MMA. Alvarez a combined 13-0 in his professional sports combat career.
Now I'm going to go over to you, Chris. Obviously, this time of year, in the middle of the madness, there's a lot of action on the sports book. But of course, that includes BKFC 39 as well. When you take a look at the odds, what's sticking out for you?
Cyrus, as usual, a lot of money to be made right now, but the one that jumps out the page at me, Dustin Pague, minus 175. UFC veteran, great pedigree. I love that fight at minus 175.
Speaking of the odds, you can earn a $50 bonus bet on tonight's card with your first deposit of $5 or more right there on DraftKings Sportsbook. Scan the QR code right now. Enter the code BKFC39 to play. Before the fighters walk, it's time to look at the rules for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. All fights scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. Fights are scored by 3 judges on a 10-point must system. Hand wraps must be at least 1 inch below the bare knuckles. Punching in the clinch is allowed. No 3 knockdown rule. No being saved by the bell in any round. No kicks, knees, elbows, takedowns, or submissions. Now let's send the fighters. Here's your Crescent Tools. Tell the tape.
We open in the featherweight division. Cody Jenkins versus Quentin Foy.
As you can see, here Sean Foy has the rare thing where he has a 1-inch height advantage, however, a 3-inch reach advantage. He's going to utilize that reach advantage to make Cody Jenkins pay every time he steps forward.
This is the BKFC debut for Quentin Foy. In November 2021, Foy faced his opponent in this BKFC bout in a pro MMA bout, Cody Jenkins. It was Jenkins defeating Foy by way of unanimous decision. Foy told us in our fighter meeting, I absolutely won that fight, and his word, dominated. I dominated Jenkins in this stand-up.
And that's the thing, he wants to keep this at range, utilize that length. Feels like he's a better stand-up fighter. Felt like his opponent had to take him down a lot last time to win. Not the case here, not gonna happen. Wants to stay long, wants to use that reach.
Foy told us he is even more motivated for success facing Cody Jenkins in this rematch, although in a new combat sport for both fighters, bare knuckle. Foy said, I'm naturally right-handed. I'm going to keep switching stances. I'm more powerful. I'm quicker in the ortho stance, but I think I will confuse Jenkins when I switch to southpaw.
Well, he said he feels like when his opponent does try to get inside, tries to do that clinch, he's welcoming that, wants to throw a lot of uppercuts, hooks, work the body in there, do damage on the inside himself.
This is the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debut for Cody Jenkins. He's had 2 additional fights in the sport of bare knuckle as he makes his promotional debut with this bout. 9 total pro MMA bouts. Again, one of those 9, November of 2021, when he defeated Quentin Foy's opponent in this fight by way of unanimous decision. Is Foy, a veteran of 4 pro MMA bouts, felt he won that fight? Jenkins said, I absolutely won. He said, I certainly hit my takedowns, I dominated on the ground, but I also controlled on the feet. Jenkins said of Foy, he's got a good right hand, but he's not a very technical striker. I clearly won all of the striking exchanges in our MMA bout, and I will do the same in this bare knuckle bout.
Funny how both of them won the stand-up battle, Sean, but Jenkins said he wants to get a fast start out there, pressure his opponent, pick him apart with shots, circle the entire time, constant movement.
Our Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship debut in the Commonwealth of Virginia. To get us started, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the Scope Arena here in Norfolk, Virginia. And welcome to BKFC 39. BKFC for review begins tonight with 5 2-minute rounds in the featherweight division, presented to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Introduced to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears green and silver trimmed in black. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 142.8 pounds. He holds an MMA record of 4 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Greensboro, North Carolina, here is Quentin Foy. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black and white. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 144.6 pounds. Tonight he makes his BKFC debut and is ready for bare knuckle fight number 3. Fighting out of Culpeper, Virginia, here is Cody Jenkins. And our referee in charge of the action, Sean Woods.
Cody Jenkins said, I want to establish my counter-punching, but I want to do so while setting a very fast pace. Round number 1. Jenkins with the jab, the right hand off the scratch line. He's in the black and white trunks, green and white trunks on the back step. Quentin Foy.
There goes
the long jab.
There's Foy right there switching stances like a city would.
Lead left hook from Foy. Overhand right from Jenkins into the pocket. Jenkins on the overhand right. Big swings on the hooks from Foy. Foy with the right hand. Jenkins a right hand right back.
You can really see right now Jenkins is very confident coming forward. Doesn't seem to have a fear at all of his opponent.
Time called by referee Sean Woods.
It looks like maybe he should have had a little bit of fear. He got a bad cut right there, Sean.
See that cut inside of Jenkins' right brow.
It's a bad spot for it. That blood is constantly going to drip in the eye. A lot of people think it's the blood that people don't like, but it's the placement of it. If it's underneath the eye and it's bleeding, it's not a problem. If it keeps hitting the eye and you can't see, it is a problem.
Ready? Big ovation from this Virginia crowd. Thumbs up from the medical team, right back to it. There's the jab from Jenkins on the time in round 1. 70 seconds remaining in this opening round.
And sometimes, Sean, when you have a cut like that, that gives you a different sense of urgency because you know they might stop it at any time. So Jenkins might feel like he has to come out there in the fight right now.
Right to the body, counter right hook from Foy. Jenkins, as he said he would in our fighter meeting, trying to push forth the pressure and then trying to establish the counter striking. Foy sitting back on that right hand. It's the right hand, left hook, right hand just misses from Quinton Foy. Left hand. 35 seconds remaining in a fast-paced round number 1. We're in the featherweight division.
I really like how Foy's staying very relaxed right now. Nice, straight, clean punches the entire time.
Foy with the jab, doubling his jab. Now coming forward, shovel right hand from Foy.
Just good eyesight for Foy. Every time his opponent puts his head in a bad spot, the punch is coming.
Overhand right, counter right hook from Foy. Quinton Foy showing a lot of creativity in his striking game here in round 1.
Not only creativity, but his eyes are seeing everything.
Overhand right from Jenkins, doesn't fully get through. The jab from Jenkins, overhand right. Good round number 1 from both men, both in their BKFC debut. The bell next up, round 2.
Really like how relaxed Quinton Foy got in that position right there. He was countering very well. Cody Jenkins cannot stand right in front of his opponent and trade punches with him. He's going to lose that battle. He's got to make this a dirty, ugly fight, start throwing hard punches, bombs. That's when he did better at the very beginning of the round. He's throwing hard punches coming forward. He needs to do something a little different and not stand right in front of Foy.
Slip, jab, jab, boom, bing, bing. Get in there. You got to get in there and throw punches. Okay?
And this is going to be what causes a cut.
You got to get in there and
Sean, this is bare knuckle. All it takes is a jab sometimes. I don't know how many times you've seen a jab cut somebody open badly.
How you feel?
Just good countering right there by Foy. I know it sounds like I'm really talking all about Foy, but Jenkins is doing good things out there as well. He's just got to be careful where he's standing. This is more in Quinton's range. He needs to mix it up a little bit, get in and out, throw harder punches. Push his opponent around a little bit.
Start the line.
Utilize that clinch.
Good start for BKFC here in Virginia. That was a very entertaining round 1. So round 2 we go. Jinx the Virginia Commission, Chris. I don't know what was the deal with that bell. Very Japanese MMA-like. It's the right hand, right hook, right back from Foy. Continuing to sit on that right hand from the orthodox stance. This is with that right hand is Quinton Foy. 30 seconds gone, both fighters in the center circle. Double jab from Jenkins.
And right now we're in what I would call Foy's range. He wants to stay right here the entire time. Wait for Jenkins to punch, counter him. Lead with that jab.
Overhand right, counter right. As Jenkins talked about being the counter striker, it's really Foy who's counter striking and counter striking effectively.
Foy does a great job of just leading with that jab. Wait, he's almost baiting Jenkins into throw that overhand so he can counter.
Jab from Jenkins not getting through. Jab from Foy to the body not getting through. More measured pace from both fighters here in round number 2. Overhand right from Jenkins. Foy again with the jab.
See, there's Jenkins right there. He steps right into Foy's range and just kind of plants and waits.
There's that good shovel right hand again from Foy. Foy told us in our fighter meeting I want to stick and move as Jenkins comes forward. He's largely been doing that to this point in the fight, Chris.
Being elusive. I mean, even the punches that are hitting him, they're not hitting him clean. They're hitting him in the shoulder. He's rolling off him. It's a very good job of not taking clean shots.
15 seconds remaining round number 2. Jab again from Quinton Foy. And to the body, not there. 3-1-2 from Foy, just off the mark. Jenkins now sitting back on his right hand. Jenkins overhand right, counter right hand again from Foy just before the bell that ends the second round.
And Sean, just highly impressed right now. Every time Jenkins lands that overhand right, that right uppercut type punches coming from Foy. Doing a great job of countering
Got
that.
3 more rounds.
And it's got to be making Jenkins think twice about throwing those punches.
Only 2 minutes, huh?
That's the frustrating thing. When you throw a punch and you get hit with one every time back, that is a problem.
You got his hands, all right?
Yes, sir.
Gotta stay busy. Looking good, looking good. Oh, yeah, you needed that.
Yes, sir. Say it again. Say it again, Buffalo. Oh, all right, bet.
That jab.
Interesting stuff going on in the corner of Quick Foy there, Sean. He should feel better now a little bit.
Coach jab, watch for the overhand. That's it.
Cody, counter off them sloppy shots to the side.
It's out, gentlemen, off the stove. Let's get out.
Both fighters up to scratch.
Throw the line. Knuckle.
Referee Sean Woods starts round number 3. Overhand right from Cody Jenkins to start the 3rd round off the scratch. Right hand again. There's the counter right hook from Foy. Foy in a lot of these exchanges is being second, but he is landing effectively being second.
And this right here is where Jenkins does better work, I think, when he pushes forward.
Comes off the lead left hook. Right hand again from Foy. It's resetting in the center circle, feinting with the right hand.
See, when Jenkins pushes forward, pushes the opponent back, he's doing much better. When he kind of stands in range right here, this is not where he wants to be right now.
Right hand from Jenkins just off the mark. Foy was showing that switch of stances in round number 1. Again, he's naturally right-handed. He's really been ortho since round 2. Little jab from the orthodox stance, and jab again.
He's using that jab very well to keep range. He's waiting for his opponent to come in with those big punches, and he counters well.
Jab from Jenkins.
Close fist.
From Foy. 50 seconds remaining, round 3. Jenkins trying to turn up the pressure here in round 3.
So at the beginning of each round, he really starts pushing Foy back, and he does well when he does that. I think Foy's in a worse situation. When he stands right in front, when he leads the dance, Foy's winning the fight.
Right on the hook jab. Very active with his jab here in the 3rd round. Jab to the body on cue. 2 misses. Jenkins on the duck under and walks into that right hand from Quentin Foy.
Every time Jenkins puts that head down, that uppercut is coming.
Final seconds, round number 3. Jenkins cut. Round number 1, the blood continues to flow as we move to the 4th round.
And once again right here, Jenkins throwing that right hand, putting his head down, and Foy coming right back with that chef a little uppercut with the right hand. He's been doing it all night.
All right. You know you train with killers, baby.
4 more minutes, baby.
4 more minutes, that's it. We do 5-minute rounds. You all you got is 4 more minutes. 2-minute rounds. All right?
I'm winning this fight.
You got it. Yeah, you win it. Easy work. Just don't get hit with a big shot. Do not get hit with the big shot. All he's waiting on is 1 shot. Okay?
Wipe my face, wipe my hand. Yeah.
All he's waiting on is 1 shot. You hear me?
Good corner advice right there by Quentin Foy's corner. You got to watch out for the big shot. That's the main thing. Otherwise, you're doing a great job of winning the fight. And that's where I think Jenkins needs to push the pace, do something different, push his opponent backwards, get inside, grapple.
Round number 4 we go. We're at 145 pounds. Again, a rematch between these 2 fighters from a pro MMA bout November 2021. By way of 3-round unanimous decision by Cody Jenkins. Good right hand from Foy. Just the 1-2 and then a double right hand. We talked about the creativity of Foy. You saw in that last exchange, double right hand.
And once again, you saw Jenkins right there kind of motioning Foy forward. Jenkins is not doing anything wrong. He just keeps getting countered.
See the continual head movement of Foy.
It's that jab right there that's really throwing off Jenkins. Foy's throwing in his face the entire time, making Jenkins throw these punches from where he doesn't want to, opens himself up for the count.
Let's go, gentlemen.
Jenkins in, right back out. See the feints, the level change feints from Cody Jenkins. Now on the jab, right back from Foy. 45 seconds to go, round 4. Jab from Foy.
Let's go, gentlemen.
Chris, you can see Cody Jenkins looking for the entries, just having trouble finding it.
Well, I think the problem is when he does get inside, he needs to stay inside. He's trying to stand out there and continue to trade punches. He needs to get inside, rough up his opponent, push him around, use that grappling he used when they fought in MMA. Utilize that a little bit here.
Up jab from Cody Jenkins. Jab right back from Foy, the second one landed. Now Foy's in the southpaw stance. Jenkins trying to close distance. Final seconds, around 4. Counter right hand again from Quentin Foy. Left hand before the bell. We move to the 5th and final round.
It felt like that was a much better round for Cody Jenkins right there. Did a lot of good things in there. Foy was moving back a lot. Looked like he was not quite sure. I don't know if his hand hurt or what, but he didn't fight like he did the first few rounds.
All right. You still outstruck him that round, okay? But he's still trying to land that big shot. You got him? All right. Yes, sir. Yep. We got it on the ring this round, all right? On the ring, on the center. All right, this is your ring, guy. You got to keep the center. You got me? All right. Circle, pivot and circle. Keep the center of the ring up. That's the only thing. He's sort of controlling the ring. You out striking him, but he's controlling the ring. You got me? All right. And keep that pace, double jab. When you throw that uppercut, that 6, come with a 3 after that. Right.
Wow, Sean, once again, some fantastic corner work right there, telling Foy that he needs to control the center of the ring. It just, the way it looks, if he's walking around pushing you backwards, it appears, even if you're out striking, you might be losing. If you're in the center, you probably win the fight.
5th and final round underway. Cody Jenkins versus Quentin Foy. There's the right hand from Foy. His jab has been on point. His right hand has been on point. Jenkins continuing to come forward.
If I'm in the corner of Jenkins, that's what I'm telling him every time. You need to push forward if you want to win this fight.
Short right hand from Cody Jenkins, right to the body. Straight 1-2 from Jenkins, overhand right. And the right hand again from Foy. Left hand from Jenkins. Jenkins most definitely turning up the temperature here, 5th and final round. 65 seconds remaining in this fight.
Foy needs to quit running right now. This could be a very close fight.
Jenkins on the hook jab. Jab again, good 1-2 from Cody Jenkins. Jenkins really turning over his right hand here in the 5th and final round. Now left to the body from Jenkins.
We haven't seen much body work from either one of these guys, but I'd like to see something to the body. Would be nice.
Foy cut under his left eye. Good right hand from Jenkins. One of the most significant punches he has landed in this fight. Short and sharp.
You can tell Foy's really starting to slow down right now. Sean, a little tired out there for the first time.
Double jab from Foy. Jenkins walking through both punches, closing distance again. Jab from Jenkins. Stretch drive of this fight. Switch step from Foy. Jenkins now playing to this Virginia crowd. Left hand, right hand, the bell. And that is the end of the fight.
Very close fight right there, Sean. I really liked how Cody Jenkins really stepped it up at the end. I felt like that's what he had to do if he was trying to win. He had to push forward. Let's see if it's too little too late. Maybe he waited too long. We're not sure. And you can just see right here, those right hands continue to land. Like I said, Foy did a good job of making sure they didn't land clean the entire time, but they were still landing, Sean. Jenkins coming through with more right hands, pushing his opponent backwards. Did a great job the last 2 rounds of owning the ring, controlling exactly when and where the fight happened.
See the respect between Jenkins and Foy.
You can see here a lot more punches being thrown and landed by Foy. A little bit better percentage for Jenkins. And just the total numbers doesn't mean everything. We're not looking at power shots right there. There's head strikes, a little bit more even on the percentages right there. Still a few more landed by Foy.
Tonight's judges, signed by the Virginia Athletic Commission, headed by BKFC 1 referee Bill Clancy. Referee to administrator, we need a lot more of that in athletic commissions, people with real fight experience.
Absolutely. Look at these. Both these guys are still bouncing around. They must not know they just fought 5 rounds.
Hard fought, well fought, close fought. We send it to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside are all in agreement at 49-46 to the winner by unanimous decision, Quentin Foy!
And what a performance right there. Foy looked fantastic, especially early on. A lot of good counters right there, threw the good jab. Sean, he looked phenomenal out there.
November of 2021, Cody Jenkins versus Quentin Foy. Going the distance in pro MMA, it was Jenkins with a unanimous decision. Tonight, as both fighters making their BKFC debut, going the distance, all 5 rounds. 49-46, 4 rounds to 1 across the board. The winner, by way of unanimous decision, Quentin Foy defeats Cody Jenkins.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Watch every live Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship pay-per-view event for $7.99 a month. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Let's go!
Tonight only, you'll receive a free gift with any purchase of $25 or more at bareknuckleshop.com. Check out the huge selection of merch to choose from, the sizes and styles for everyone. You can place your order now at bareknuckleshop.com. And again, a reminder, if you spend $25 or more, you'll receive a free gift. So knuckle up at bareknuckleshop.com.
I can't get comfortable. I have to stay sharp. I have to stay vigilant and mean.
There's just not much to say anymore. It's time to fight. This is bare knuckle. This is as pure and as beautiful as it gets.
I feel like a kid again. I'm getting into a new sport. It's going to be all gas, no brakes, 10 minutes of violence.
And welcome back here to BKFC 39. Cyrus Fees here, and you know, I don't get to do this very often, but I thought I would take the 3rd seat here, and we'd have a little bit of fun. We have a little bit of time here to fill. So what I wanted to say is obviously Knucklemania just happened, just a little over a month ago, and just talk about some of those incredible highlights that we had. Sean, Chris, I mean, it was special.
Chris, it was really an outstanding card. So many great fights. Actually, 2 feature bouts. This is feature fight number 1. Josh Watson versus Greg Hardy from the UFC to BKFC. And the massive upset from Josh Watson. And he'll say, don't call it an upset.
2 guys with that kind of power, it just, whoever lands that big punch first, and right here, Watson did a great job.
At 125 pounds, another UFC veteran, John Dodson versus Jared Grant.
And he just keeps on rolling. This guy, unbelievably quick, fast, power with both hands. If he hits you, he's going to hurt you. He is tailor-made for this sport. And look at this athleticism, Sean. I used to be able to do that. I don't think I can still do it, but I mean, this guy, unbelievable. Look at, he's even doing with a nerd focus in his hand. This guy's unbelievably talented. I cannot wait to see who he fights next.
Our co-main event, former boxing world champion Austin Trout, his BKFC debut versus UFC veteran Diego Sanchez in his BKFC debut. Austin Trout representing boxing. He said he would. He was phenomenal against the great Diego Sanchez.
I feel like he's the first boxer who really took this sport serious and trained like a bare knuckle fighter and not a boxer.
And our main event of the evening for the BKFC 185-pound title, the champion Lorenzo Hunt versus the undefeated Mike Richmond.
Unbelievable fight right here, Sean. I mean, Lorenzo Hunt all but out and just come back. What a great job by Lorenzo Hunt knocking out Mike Richmond.
Now, obviously, Knucklemania was awesome, but I'd be remiss if we didn't mention another big event just 6 days ago, Sean. You turned 36 once again. I mean, you pretty much look the same as you did when we were doing Pride, right? I mean, pretty much the same. I'd like to think that this is kind of for me, too, since my birthday was on the 15th, but it's all for you, Sean. So, big happy birthday from all of us to you. Happy 36 once again.
How about that? That's surprising. Thank you very much.
Now, you notice what we have on there, right on the cake, BKFC 41 on the 29th from one big event to another. How massive is this card going to be? We keep getting details on it. April 29th in Denver.
It's got to be the biggest bare knuckle fight probably in the history of the world right here. Luke Perry, Rockhold, unbelievable right there. And then you got these two huge UFC veterans, Mendez, Alvarez. I mean, this whole card is stacked. Those are just the two best fights, but this has got to be the biggest fight we've ever been part of. I am so excited to be at that place. I cannot wait.
It's going to be on pay-per-view, folks, and also if you haven't got tickets yet, you can watch it live in Denver. Get your tickets. They're still available now. Happy birthday to you, Sean.
Thank you very much,
and
Cyrus. Thanks to our great crew. What a cake.
Norfolk, Virginia, we have been rocking here in the Scope. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is presented by Nerd Focus Energy Drink and Crescent Tools. And now, let's go to your Crescent Tools. Tail of the tape.
Before the birthday cake, we go to the heavyweight division. Zach Kalmus versus Mike Fournier.
You can see here, Zach Kalmus does have a slight 3-inch height advantage. He does have a 4-centimeter bigger fist. That surface area, bigger area. Let's see if that makes a difference here, Sean.
Mike Fournier, set to make his BKFC debut. He's a veteran of 2 pro boxing bouts. He's had 13 AMI MMA bouts. In our fighter meeting, Mikey Fournier described himself as a quote-unquote technical brawler.
Feels like his key right here. He has to have accuracy, wants to pick his shots very well. Utilize that footwork. Said he needs to keep his hands up more. He really loves that Philly shield, but he cannot use that in this fight. I think that's great.
Fournier also said, I want to be all the way in or all the way out. Straight punches when I'm coming forward, long jabs from range. Of his opponent in this heavyweight bout, Zach Kalmus, Mikey Fournier said Kalmus is very durable, but with that, he's also really hittable.
Well, what Fournier said he wants to stay away from is a brawl. He cannot get in there and just get sucked into that. He's got to be more technical and throw straight punches.
3 fights in BKFC for Zach Kalmus, including March of last year when he defeated Kyle McElroy by unanimous decision.
And you can see right from the first punch, Zach Kalmus is going to come, get in your face, throw hard punches the entire time. He said he's really putting the focus right now, and you can see here on defense. He learned from his first few fights, you cannot just get hit the entire time. You can't trade. You got to work on defense. He's mixing that in well with his offense, throwing hard punches the entire time. But look, a showman the entire time, wanting to be out here, wanting to entertain the masses right here, but he just loves being in the squared circle. Very happy to be here, and he always puts on a great fight.
One of the biggest personalities in bare knuckle fighting championship Zach Kalmus. Kalmus also 1-0 in pro boxing. In our fighter meeting, Kalmus used the word craftier. He said, entering my 4th BKFC bout, I want to throw craftier combinations. I also want to showcase better head movement. I've really been working on moving my head, moving my feet, throwing my jab, and then throwing those craftier combinations.
Yeah, and really focus on defense, not taking so much damage. Since he has good cardio right now, wants to utilize that the entire time by going hard the entire fight. But like you said, wants to be more technical right there. Feels like he can get the finish within 3 rounds.
Kalmus said, I don't want to try to force the knockout. For me, my goal early on is to put together 4 and 5 punches at a time.
Like you said, he's not going in there looking for the knockout. He just wants this fight to play out organically. I love it when he said that he understands the whole fight game when he's talking about letting the fight happen organically.
Once again, Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for our next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Presented to you by Knockout Gummies. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and gold. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight, 262.2 pounds. He holds a pro boxing record of 2 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Wheelersburg, Ohio, here is Mikey Fournier. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears Snow Tiger with red. He stands an even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 255.8 pounds. Tonight, he steps into the squared circle, ready for bare knuckle fight number 4. Fighting out of Gloucester, Massachusetts, here is Zach Shark Attack Kalmus. And our referee in charge of the action, Eric Irizarry.
Zach Kalmus said, I feel that I'm a much better technical striker than Mikey Fournier. I cannot allow myself to get sucked into a brawl. KFC debut for referee Eric Irizarry. He starts this bout, round number 1. Kalmus true to his word, Chris, a very measured start, sitting on the back foot. Hands high, looking for the double jab.
Watch your fingers, watch your fingers.
Overhand, right, left hand. Big shots on the inside. There's the left hand getting through from Kalmus. Fournier with the right hand from Kalmus. Down goes Mikey Fournier.
Cut him right behind the ear, Sean. You hit somebody there, and they're probably going down.
Irizarry with the mandatory 8.
And you can tell Fournier right now, he had a good smile on his face right there. Knows he got caught.
Kalmus said, I won't try to force or rush the knockout. We'll see how hard he goes for it now. Big left hand, right hand, huge hooks. There's the counter left from Fournier. Kalmus right hand, left hand. Knockdown number 2.
He got hit with a lot of shots, but Fournier still looks like his wits are about him right now. Legs are still underneath him. Got to be careful right now, though.
55 seconds remaining, round number 1. Great start to this fight for Zach Kalmus. Into the clinch comes Mikey Fournier. Fournier on the overhand right. Half tie plug. Big right hands, right hook to the body. Right uppercut to the body from Kalmus. Fournier on the right hand. Still a half tie plug from Zach Kalmus. Right hand on the exit. Left hand on the entry.
And right now, Zach's going to be careful that he's not burned himself out.
30 seconds remaining, round number 1.
He's going for this knockout right now, but if he doesn't get it, is he going to have anything left for the rest of the fight?
Smear of blood on the left cheek of Zach Kalmus. Fournier cut outside of his right brow. Right hand on the entry from Mikey Fournier. Down twice in round number 1 in his BKFC debut, Mikey Fournier, and now down 3 times in round number 1 in his BKFC debut.
And that's just being overwhelmed with the volume right there of Zach Kalmus.
And blood flowing freely into Fournier's right eye. Cut on the right brow. That's the end of round number 1. Medical timeout now called by referee Eric Irizarry.
Cut over the eye. Fournier right there. Let's see what that means. If they can get the bleeding stopped, if it continues to bleed, it's going to be a problem. And here's just the onslaught right there that's going on. Zach Kalmus. There's that shot right behind the ear. Second knockdown being shown right here. Look, just a nice left hand to the temple. And this last knockdown, this was just a lot of punches being thrown. We just saw the tail end of that, but that was about a 30-piece combination right there, Sean.
The end of round number 1, referee Herrera calling time. So we're going to have longer than 60 seconds here. That was for a medical assessment of Mikey Fournier. Now both fighters getting the full 60 seconds for their corners to work on them and speak to them.
And Sean, we are fortunate to have the best cutmen in the world. Right? If you can do cut work here, you're definitely one of the best in the world, because there is a lot of cuts, but they do a great job. Very few fights are not due to the blood not being able to be stopped. It's usually due to the cut in the bad place, and the doctors just feel the safest thing is to stop the fight. We do have the greatest cutman around.
There's BKFC cutman. Also 1-0 BKFC fighter, Guillermo Perez. Working as the cutman of Zach Kalmus.
One more time.
Cutmen in BKFC, like in MMA, are neutral. They're just simply assigned to corners. Fighters, with very rare exceptions, do not bring their own cutmen in BKFC. Same as in MMA. Much different in boxing, of course, where it's part of your entourage. Round number 2, left hand, right hand. Better start to round number 2 for Mikey Fournier.
Fournier's got to keep his hands up. You see him wide in his waist, ready to throw punches. And he got hit in the face with a 2-piece.
There's the jab, now the right hand. Jab right back, good right hand from Kalmus. Fournier dipping his head, throws the left hand, half-time plunge snatched again by Kalmus, overhand right.
And Kalmus is throwing some good body shots in there every now and again.
Knockdown number 4, ruled a slip from referee Herrera. Herrera saying that was a push down, not a knockdown. Right back to it. Hands high and tight for Kalmus coming forward. Good left hand on the counter from Fournier.
Fournier's got to keep his hands up. He keeps dropping them, just waiting for his offensive turn.
That's clearly a knockdown. Right hand to the body.
4.
Knockdown number 4.
6. 7.
Fournier's just getting overwhelmed with volume right now, I believe.
The count of 10 reached, and the win for Zach Kalmus.
And Zach Kalmus just keeps getting better right there. Wild technique right there, but it was very effective the way he continued to get inside and overwhelm his opponent.
The evolution of Zach Kalmus continues. His second victory in 4 fights in BKFC with authority. 4 knockdowns recorded by Kalmus versus Mikey Fournier. 3 in round number 1. And then 1 to the finish line here in round 2.
Kalmus did a great job of throwing some sneaky body punches in there every now and again. Look, right there, another one, another few little punches. Those do so much damage in bare knuckle.
Mikey Fournier is a warrior.
Usually when you get guys who start to work the body, they're doing very well.
At the top of the hour, just over 15 minutes from now, our main card begins. Scan the QR code on your screen. Go to BKFC.com. Download the BKFC app. That's the way to watch our main card. BKFC 39, it is our debut here in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
That's a real man right there, all of us are. BKFC Warriors, we just do it a little different.
Zach Kalmus, again, he said, I'm not going to rush the knockout. I'm not going to force it. My focus is putting 4 and 5 punches together, and I feel the finish will come. Check, check, and check.
Sean, he messed up there. He didn't throw 4 or 5 punches. He threw like 14, 15, maybe 20. He just threw a lot of punches right there. But that's the way the fight played out. He said it would happen organically, and I believe that's what happened there.
Mikey Fournier was tough. He was game, pulling himself off the canvas 3 times around number 1, but the onslaught with power and precision from Zach Kalmus to victory. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Eric Irizarry, reaches the count of 10 at 49 seconds into round number 2. For your winner by KO, Zach Shark Attack Kalmus.
And Sean, with Zach's dedication to this sport, you can tell he just keeps getting better and better, trying to work to be a contender in the heavyweight division.
Zach Kalmus, as we talked about as he walked towards the ring, is a huge personality. He is always respectful. He is always first class. And that was a first-class performance in the BKFC ring for Zach Kalmus. Precision, onslaught, and the combinations to the head, to the body, to the win. Victorious by way of second-round TKO, Zach Kalmus defeats Mikey Fournier.
I can't get comfortable. I have to stay sharp. I have to stay vigilant and mean.
There's just not much to say anymore. It's time to fight. This is bare knuckle. This is as pure and as beautiful as it gets.
I feel like a kid again. I'm getting into a new sport. It's going to be all gas, no brakes, 10 minutes of violence.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Watch every live bare knuckle fighting championship pay-per-view event for $7.99 a month. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.
Chris, you were amongst the first wave of UFC fighters to come to BKFC. You went 2-0 in this promotion, 3-0 overall in the sport of bare knuckle fighting. In the next wave, we're seeing Luke Rockhold, we're seeing Eddie Alvarez. We're also seeing fighters like Dustin Pague. Pague coming in, his third fight. He has looked really impressive. We will see him in our feature bout tonight versus James Dennis.
Looked fantastic in his first two fights. You can tell he really gets it. He understands the sport, and he's dedicated to being part of bare knuckle. So we really love seeing that. And when someone like him dedicates himself, sky's the limit. And you can tell in his first few fights, he just looks so comfortable, so relaxed, and he just has that pedigree of great fighting skills, and he's just really showcasing it. I cannot wait to see what he does tonight, because he just keeps getting better. And we've noticed that the more people fight here, the guys get 4, 5, 6. They're on a different level. Dustin Page's going to be one of those guys.
James Dennis comes in, also a 2-fight BKFC veteran. Dennis very candidly said, Dustin Pague is one of my fighting heroes. He said, I love the way he fights, so much so that when I started my career, Dennis told us, I actually tried to emulate the style of Dustin Pague. He said, it's surreal that I'm fighting one of my idols.
It's always tough to fight your idols, but you know what? At the end of the day, there's nothing more you want than to beat one of your idols. So, that's what's going on here. Dennis wants to go in there, make this a dirty, nasty, ugly fight, push his opponent around, get in there and get the victory. This is what he's trying to build his career off of. He hasn't been to the UFC. He hasn't reached what he wants to. This is the time to do it.
By the way, I've been trying to frame this. You can see that. That's quality from our crew. Thank you, producer Jonathan Evans. David Feldman Sr. Jr., nice, but that'll have to wait. Willpower, my friend.
Yeah.
Going into our co-main event for the BKFC Women's 115-pound Championship, the belt holder Britain Hart versus Jenny Savage. July of 2021, these two fought. It was a third-round TKO win for Britain Hart. The asterisk, and both fighters talk about that asterisk, it was at 125 pounds. Both Britain Hart and Jenny Savage say 115 is my true weight.
So true. You can tell both these girls, they were way undersized. There's other girls, Christine Faria, for example, they have to cut hard to make that weight. These girls are walking around at that weight. They probably never even been to that weight sometimes. So totally different when you're like that. This is going to be a totally different fight.
And Chris, our main event at 135 pounds, Reggie Barnett, 8 fights in BKFC. He's tied with Lorenzo Hunt. Most fights promotionally, not in the sport of bare knuckle, but promotionally for BKFC. 8 total wins in 10 fights for Reggie Barnett. Faces Daniel Alvarez. Alvarez 1-0 in BKFC. He's 8-0 in pro boxing, 4-0 in pro MMA. He feels that he can absolutely come in with his technique and with his skill set and with his strategy and defeat Reggie Barnett.
And just talking to Alvarez, this is one of the most hungry individuals we've had here. He's dying to fight. That's all he keeps talking about, is trying to get on every card. He wants to be here so bad. Opportunity pops up for him to get a title fight. He jumped on it right away. That's what you want to see. Some people you have to say, well, should I do it? Does it make sense? He didn't even think about it. He wanted to be in there so bad, and that's what you want to see. He has the ability, hasn't lost yet as a combative athlete. This is going to be a great fight.
It's an outstanding atmosphere here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Our first time in this great state. So much history here in this state for combat sports. This is also at one time a great professional wrestling building, something our colleague Brian Socha has been very excited about. Jeff Houston, he's a fellow Mark or a Smark, I think, like I am. Chris, you never got into
I don't know what you're talking.
kayfabe.
I have no idea. I'm just left out on this one. So
big night of fights are coming your way. Again, remember, top of the hour, our main card begins on the BKFC app. Cyrus, we'll send it back to you.
Well, don't leave me out when you talk about professional wrestling, because I love it just as much as you guys do. Obviously, the Norfolk Scope has obviously been one of those great arenas. But as you see, as you walk around this place, when I first time walked in, it's just an incredible arena for fighting, for combat sports. And really, folks are coming in by the droves, including a great showing from the military. Obviously, the largest naval base in the world is right here in Norfolk, Virginia. One of the fans out here wanted me to shout out the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. It's a carrier. It was his carrier. He got reassigned. That being said, a lot of military out here, and they're absolutely loving the fights. And why not? This is the first time that bare knuckle fighting has happened in the state of Virginia, and the first time that BKFC has come to Virginia. And we've obviously trotted out some of our biggest stars, including in that co-main event, Britain Hart defending her strawweight championship for the very first time. And just one state away in Tennessee, where our side, Jenny Savage, has been chomping at the bit, wanting her opportunity. And then, of course, we know about the main event, Reggie Barnett taking on Daniel Alvarez, which will be fantastic. That being said, folks, as we said before, you see the QR code. It's right down here. That's where you need to go. Scan that, and that's where you're going to be able to get the full event. And keep in mind, it's $7.99. I don't think you can get a value meal for that amount of money. $7.99 right there in the BKFC app. Don't want to miss it, folks. BKFC 39, Reggie Barnett, Alvarez. We'll see you at the top of the hour for BKFC 39.
Thank you, Mr. Fogle. Thank you, Mr. Fogle, for everything.
I can't get comfortable. I have to stay sharp. I have to stay vigilant and mean.
There's just not much to say anymore. It's time to fight. This is bare knuckle. This is as pure and as beautiful as it gets.
I feel like a kid again. I'm getting into a new sport. It's going to be all gas, no brakes, 10 minutes of violence.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Watch every live bare knuckle fighting championship pay-per-view event for $7.99 a month. Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month.